Sunday, Monday,
Hey,
Tuesday,
y'all.
Wednesday,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
What's going on? Let's just get, because we got
Let's
so
just-
much to talk
yeah,
about.
let's get
Let's
into
talk about what
it.
we're feeling right now.
Let's get to it.
Let's deal with the feelings and
Oh,
keep it rolling.
okay. I would like to go first and say
Yes.
I am feeling. I don't know
okay.
why I said first, and I'm having to have a word. And you know, the funny thing about it is during the weeks, y'all, like leading up to us, because we record on Sundays, I'm always thinking like it'll come to me like, okay, this
Yeah.
time I say I'm a feeling, but I really don't. I guess I would say right now I'm feeling neutral and hopeful. I
Okay.
guess at the same time
Elaborate a little bit.
because I don't know. Basically, like I'm just starting to continue on the same like practices that I've been
Yeah.
trying to implement
Positive
in my life.
habits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Positive habits in my life. So I'm just hopeful that they will continue to like flourish. It doesn't always happen the way that I want it to, and I'm not always as consistent as I want to. But as long as I get back up on that saddle,
boom.
that's what matters.
That's
Amen.
good. That's a
So
good one.
I'm feeling like neutral because I'm good, and then hopeful that tomorrow, the next day, whatever, that everything will be everything.
Constant growth.
That's good.
That's
love.
right. Grow and
Yes.
glow.
Grow and
How
glow.
about you, Chloe? How are you feeling?
It's been a bad week for me. I'm not
Okay.
even going to lie.
Here.
Not gonna stay on the topic for a long time either because I don't want to cry on this damn mic.
Okay.
But no, I'm just feeling drained. It's a lot going on. I'm grieving
sorry.
the words that we're going through. And no, I didn't lose anyone from death. Just just grieving the loss of a boyfriend. Niggas. Niggas.
All these niggas.
Oh,
But they come and they go.
Yeah.
And
like buses.
Seriously,
Miss
like
one,
buses.
miss
And the
15.
first week is the hardest, but
Yeah.
ain't nobody gonna stop this glow up.
Yeah.
Boo-boo.
Come on. One
Not
more
at
don't
all.
stop no show.
Not at all.
Claim that.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
your
a
girl
lot
is
of babes
fine.
don't.
You bounce back.
Exactly.
Your girl is fine. There's nothing that
Exactly.
can stop this. But I am drained. It's been
Yeah.
a real emotional week, but I'm
Yeah.
fine, babes.
I
And I'm
know.
always fine when I get with you guys. So this
Aw.
is definitely the highlights of my
I
week.
feel
I was
you.
nervous.
I feel you. I
I was
feel
nervous
you.
at first to see you because I was like, dang.
Yeah, I
Not
was like,
Chloe.
yeah,
I
look,
know.
Chloe's the one that usually, should be good.
my thing, I was just trying to figure out what I was gonna have to prepare for. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, are you okay? Like, am I gonna have to lift you out your car and bring you inside?
No.
Or-
Yeah.
I'm
or
good.
You
You
okay?
strong.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Strong
I was
black
prepared.
woman.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's all good.
I was
That's
prepared.
It's all love.
Yeah. What about you, Sonara Oliver, Mrs.
Oh
Oliver,
my
sister,
gosh.
sister Oliver from Mount Sinai,
Well, since we
Missionary
saying that,
Baptist Church.
missionary. Right now I'm feeling very blessed and very
Amen.
open and just receiving and expectant.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling all that right now because, man, we went to church last Wednesday and I just can't even zone in on one particular part of the service that just being there and everything that happened, it just has my eyes wide open, my mind wide open. I'm just ready to receive everything that's coming my way. And I'm just putting little things into play, like I am enrolling in school so I can finish my degree.
Amen.
Congratulations.
That's right.
I know.
That's
was-
right.
I was nervous because I'm like, dang, I'm not going to have time. If I do something, I want to do it well. So I didn't want it to be something that's on the back burner. Like I'm an AB student. I didn't want to be but I'm going to focus. So I'm going to time block. I'm still going to work full-time mom, full-time dance mom now because Imani's on 2 dance
That's
teams.
right.
Oh,
Money.
I can't wait to go to her recital.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
seriously. I really want to come. Like,
I
can
do.
Can you put that on the Brownsugarbabe calendar?
will.
Because I really want to be
I
there.
will. She actually has a performance with her aunt at her high school on Friday at their homecoming game.
Oh.
So she's gonna be on
Where's
the field.
what high school is it?
Shadow Creek.
Send me the on Friday. Oh no, I'm be
On
out of
Fri-
town. My cousin
exact-
getting married next weekend.
It's so many things that's happening on Friday. But I have to go there. It's gonna be good. So I'm good. No complaints. I'm on the run.
On the
Look,
run.
on the run.
I'm on the
Speaking of on the run, good segue.
Right.
You see
Bitch,
how I like that?
Beyonce was
Came
in Houston.
through.
I don't know
when
when
we
you
could
guys
go
are,
from.
right. I don't know when you guys are listening to this, but Beyonce was in Houston recently. She
Mhm,
stopped by with her
mhm.
hubby for the On the Run 2 tour.
Yeah.
And me and Sonara went.
We
I
did.
actually
Got my
went
life.
on a limb. I got free tickets to the concert.
Ooh.
The day before the concert, I found out I got free tickets to it.
Wow.
And it was the best gift that could have ever been given to me, especially because I broke up with my boyfriend that day. And then that same day I found out I got
the universe. I'm telling you.
God just knows. He just knows. And when I
That's
say I went to that concert and got my entire life.
Right.
Beyonce.
It was
great.
a part. It was a celebration.
It was.
I think the universe was telling you, like, girl, let's celebrate because this was dead weight, honey.
Yeah.
This was some.
Then they had the Houston.
That was confirmation.
That was my favorite.
See, I missed that whole part. It's okay. I always miss Beyonce's pre-shows.
Really?
I always miss them, but. The concert was great. Jay-Z could have stayed at home, but he was cool.
He changed an outfit after every song. He changed his
right.
outfit.
And
I'm just like,
yeah,
what's really going on?
Right.
I'm like, anybody come see you, Otis?
No, but he gotta do the same thing Beyonce do, honey. It's a compact. It's a what is it?
I mean, of course we're gonna take him because it's a package deal.
A package. There we go.
But you know one thing that I love about Jay-Z, I can tell that he knew that he was there to fill time while Beyonce took her breath and changed clothes. Because when she came back on stage, he slowly like crept to the back and was just like, all right, yeah. And I'm like, that's right, Jay. You be a supporting husband because you know why we here.
Yeah,
look, and it has nothing to do with you.
You ain't from here.
If you want to bring Beyonce back on this stage so she can sing Single Ladies and everything else we're trying to hear. Beyonce sung Resentment live, and it might
to be honest, y'all, let me admit, I have never been to a Beyonce concert.
Me either. This is my first
I have never been, and the reason why is because when I go to a Beyonce concert, I want to be with her. Like, I want to be backstage. Like, I know the experience that I want, and until I can afford it, I just would rather
be
not.
her friend and chilling.
No, I want to go backstage like, hey girl, what's up?
Girl,
and I always say
it's together. The same experience.
Like I just in my head I always feel like we're gonna work together.
Yeah.
So I just feel like
and you
when I go to concert, it's gonna be me working with her anyway. So I'm just like, I'm good.
Yes.
No. But I feel like I would cry, like uncontrollably.
And see, okay,
cry.
so now that you
She's
say that,
amazing. Like,
I just feel like I'm just gonna walk in my truth real quick.
Go ahead.
I am a Beyonce fan.
Mm-hmm.
She is great.
Mm-hmm.
But that concert, I was like, it was a great show, great put together, but I'm not going to say I was underwhelmed. I just wanted more.
Really?
And I had good seats. I think that just makes me know that I'm not as big of a fan as I thought I was.
Oh, wow.
No.
More of her or more
I guess,
of...
yeah, because I be getting my life in a car. Like, I honestly had a better time and experience at the Chris Brown concert, and I was outside.
I feel like you feel that way because Jay-Z had to sing a couple of his solo songs.
You think that's what
I'm not trying to bash Jay-Z because I really do love him, but it's totally different when you're there.
It was a great show. Like
I got my life at that concert, and maybe because it was the state of mind that I was in. But Beyonce sung to all my feels at that concert, and
oh yeah, of course.
When she just danced, Beyonce knows she's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like
she's so pretty.
I know that doesn't make sense, but Beyonce knows she the shit. So when she hops on stage and she be doing her little dances and get like you know,
I'm nice.
She's
oh
just amazing.
God. Yeah, she's just so pretty.
Yeah,
I had a ball.
Yeah,
I had a ball.
It was great.
And like I said, it could have definitely been just the state of mind I was in, but I had a ball.
What else we got?
Other things in Bitch What?
That was the positive stuff.
I know y'all seen Kanye. I know y'all seen Kanye ass.
I get tired of seeing
Kanye said, did y'all see Lil Duval video? He was like, oh, it's a bus passing. Oh my God. Because Kanye was like, oh wait, it's a train. So if y'all don't know, Kanye went on to Instagram to express his
everyone does,
his distress about his fellow cohorts. That's right. Thank you.
Verbiage.
You like that?
Verbiage.
Cohorts in Hollywood or in the entertainment industry with regard to girl, my daddy calling me. With regard to his wife, Kim Kardashian. If you didn't know or you're under a rock, maybe not under a rock, maybe you're just not interested in something like that. Kim Kardashian and Kanye wasn't married. And so he went to Instagram to tell all the niggas who've been talking about Kim Kardashian and the niggas who have had relations with her to stop and to not say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
And to, when someone asks you in an interview, don't say shit. Just redirect the question and go forward. Just leave his wife's name out your mouth.
And I don't see a problem with that. To be honest.
I was just gonna say, I understand his viewpoints. But as I said earlier, when your wife is a public hoe,
I mean,
then we can't.
But Chloe, look, okay, and so here's the thing. What is a hoe? Like,
this is true. I knew this was
I
coming.
thought about that.
I knew this was coming.
Because, I feel you. I said the same thing. I was like,
but
then I'm like, what is considered a hoe?
Maybe she's not a hoe.
I mean, how did she become
famous? Sex tape. Boom. Hoe activities.
That's what I said. And that was nothing. I said, look, bitch, you became famous from a sex tape.
Literally.
So, and to be honest, if you decide that
niggas.
Do what you got to do.
Right.
But the thing is, Kanye's wrong for telling other grown-ass men to not open their mouth and speak on shit that they want to speak on. I think that's where the fault comes. Because it's like, you can't tell no grown man that he can't talk on your... especially if they're not disrespect her. They're speaking truth.
But look at this. We get mad at the everyday man when he speaks on his dick. Like, you ain't got to tell the whole world that we slept together.
Exactly.
So I understand Kanye's point. Like, just because, but I feel like
it's Kim Kardashian.
But I feel like the men that are speaking about this were speaking about this before y'all were married. Like, we knew Nick Cannon and Kim Kardashian was in a relationship before y'all were married.
And it wasn't even that long.
Nick Cannon talked about that a lot on Wild 'N Out. Like, they always crack jokes about that.
So in that case, that's kind of whack.
Shut up.
I don't know if Drake ever slept with Kim, but I know it's always
he's not,
like
with Kanye. Kanye was just basically saying like he isn't denying it.
Yeah,
it's a rumor, but he isn't denying it. But even still, if you're secure in your marriage with your wife, why are you walking around here trying to tell people
you married her? Like, you good?
Be good, right?
Be good. I would be like, she's nice, right? Yeah, I hit that every night.
But wait. Well, here's the thing. I kind of feel like with Kanye, he had a very different attitude when he was with Amber, and I also think he had a very good different attitude at the when they were just married with him and Kim, because he kind of embodied that whole like, oh, y'all fuck, that kind of sexuality type of thing.
I think me and Ray J could still be friends.
Yeah. So I'm just like, so was that the sunken place or what was it about? Was that in the sunken place?
Yeah, I'm a Kanye fan, so I mean, I support Kanye.
Please speak on his behalf. Fan.
I just feel like I'm a fan of Kanye. I'm a fan of his music, so I just take the package that is Kanye. He probably just tired of people always. I would think in the same breath, like, please. I mean, okay, maybe you did fuck my wife, but it was a long time ago, and this is my wife now. Shut up.
But who's talked about Kim recently?
They always insinuate when reporters ask questions to people who.
But you need to stop. You need to.
Sex.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying that.
Yeah,
because her naked body's all over Instagram.
And this is the same guy that recently said that he would sleep with his sister-in-law.
Yeah,
so it's just kind of like, spare me the bullshit, Kanye.
The same thing that Joe Budden said. Shout out to Joe Budden. I love me some Joe Budden.
I love Joe Budden.
The same thing that Joe Budden said on the State of the Culture is he was basically saying like, I'm tired of the Nickies, I'm tired of the Kanyes, I'm tired of the Eminems, just trying to get clout from hanging on these young people's coattails. Leave, like, stop. And with the drama, just basically like with the different drama and being in social media and stuff like that, like, just stop. Where's the music? And here's my thing is, if you feel this type of way about these niggas and people talking about your wife, put it in a song. Make a diss record. Like, make it make sense for us, for the fans, because at the end of the day, we fuck with you because of your music. We don't fuck with you for being a reality star. You're not a politician. You're not a fucking
I don't care about none
spokesperson
of that.
for the culture.
Kanye West makes great music.
Okay, so you need to get back in the studio and put your feelings on a track.
Yep.
That's how I feel about that.
I miss college dropout Kanye.
Please,
I don't know who this is.
Work out, that's it, right?
I missed that one.
What's next clone, bitch? What?
You gonna speak on
what? Burn Ernie? Which one were you talking about? Yandy. You want to do that? Which one?
Anyway,
sorry, out. So how these just to give clarity of how these bitch was come up. So all week long, we'll send each other like things that happen on social media, things that we want to talk about. So that's how these conversations come up.
Yeah.
But I would like to bring up Yandy's because I think that's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
So earlier this week, Yandy posted something on her Instagram. If you don't know, short backstory. Yandy recently adopted a 16-year-old girl. I think someone who she's kind of worked with one of her nonprofits.
Right.
So she recently adopted a 16-year-old girl, and now she's trying to figure out how to raise this young woman. And so she posted on Instagram and just saying, like, you guys help me out. Like, this young girl, my daughter, you know, she wants to go to school. She wants to get her eyes arched, her eyebrows arched. She wants 22-inch weave. She wants long nails. You know, she thinks that when they sit at a dinner table, there's no cell phones. There's no she really wants to say no phone on school nights, but that's too much. So she posed these questions asking us, you know, is this okay? Like, is this okay for a parent to do for a 16-year-old? And granted, I think that's smart, Yandy. No, I think that's smart, Yandy. Good for you for just trying to get some insight.
Yeah.
Because Yandy has never had a teenager. She has young kids.
Yeah.
So she's never raised a teenager before. So good for you for kind of reaching out to others to get some insight.
Yeah.
What I was disappointed on was just the type of comments.
I didn't even see any.
I read some on Twitter, and a lot of people were just like, "What you mean she can't have no 22-inch weave and she can't have no makeup
did
in
you
her?"
have 22-inch weave when you were a teenager?
But and that's the thing. I feel like that's the thing that you have to watch out when you ask social media. It's such a big platform. It's such a really huge platform, and I feel like you're gonna have a lot of different opinions from a lot of different people. There are people that were raised different ways from younger parents and different backgrounds, so everybody's gonna be different. I see what she was going with it. I feel like she's more so just trying to get the world more involved with what's going on with her at home. But you got to be careful, and I feel like she probably did filter out the good and the bad. But those type of people, I don't really shame them because that's their upbringing. So if a bitch like, oh well, why you don't think she got 22? I'm pretty sure her mom allows her, or her grandma was probably 22 years old.
I think she's doing a good job as a parent for not allowing her 16-year-old daughter to walk around school like that. To be honest,
from a mother.
Okay, mama.
There you go.
Sister Oliver.
And because I was just actually recently in this situation where I'm like, my jaw was on the floor that's how teenagers dress these days. I went to a high school football game. Booty shorts, booty cheeks, all out. And
face beats.
Girl, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Did you be like, are you 22 or are you 17?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I've seen it.
Where are your parents?
Yeah.
There's grown-ass men out here. One, I know that's not supposed to be where they mind at, but
it does.
You putting out grown-ass shit.
Yeah.
You got your ass out. You in 10th grade.
Yeah.
When I say booty shorts, I mean everywhere I turned around, it was a little girl in some little ass shorts. Like, what are we doing out here? Long ass weave. We like leave that to the grown ups for now.
Yeah.
There's times where long hair is appropriate. You want to do like a little photo shoot or something, but to walk around every day with ombre.
I feel like the first time I wore weave was
Me too.
prom.
Me too.
Yeah.
Same. I honestly
no
and truly, I feel like it just depends on where you are, like what area of the world you are. I feel like with Yandy being in New York, I understand why she wants to be so strict because it is people grow up fast from what I can see from movies.
Yeah,
I don't know nobody like that, but
in real life.
just and no, actually, I lie. I did meet people in college from New York, and they were a lot more mature than I was, and they did know a lot more.
Around the streets
exactly.
And do whatever. Yeah.
So they do grow up a little bit faster. So I can totally understand like her restraints or the things that she, you know what I mean, wants to put on her.
Right.
And also the fact that she is a teenager and you adopted a teenager not knowing her complete past.
Exactly.
So I feel like you have to kind of not break her down.
Exactly.
But you need to get her
in
you
check.
Need to unveil her, so you can build her back up to the child that you want her. That is very. When I saw that Yandy had done that, I was like, oh,
what are you doing?
That's not even.
I was like, God bless you, and it's admirable, but at the same time, y'all, I didn't see Ayanna Van Zandt where kids or little boys and rape their little sisters, like incest type shit. So for you to bring somebody outside of your household, it's just
and you already got 3 kids,
and they're younger at home too. So, but I'm pretty sure her situation. Who knows what her situation was like, but. What do y'all? I mean, what do you guys think? I went on to Twitter because someone was talking about because she put on Twitter too, and then someone responded and said, "Well, I grew up in a strict home, and I'm gay, and I've my numbers, my body's probably be a little village, and I've tried crack once, and and so I responded and said, I'd like to think that I was born in just a strict household, and I've tried a lot of shit, and I've done a lot of shit, but I'd like to think it's that same strictness that kept me together and brought me back to my sanity to realize that this is not right. And I'm fucking losing my damn mind. So what do you guys think about that? Like, were you guys raised in strict households? Did it affect you guys good and bad? Like, how did that work for y'all?
Very. I was definitely raised in a strict household. I won't say strict, but it was enough to where it's just like you don't need none of that. And I feel like that's the problem with the generation coming up now. It's just just the 22-inch weave, the long nails, the beat
the
face,
lashes,
the phones, the social media. Like, all of that is a problem with these young girls' self-esteem these days. So I think Yandy is doing that girl justice to kind of get her away from all that and just, like, enjoy your natural beauty for a minute. Because you'll be 18. You'll be 18 and 16, 3 years, you know? And by then, I can't tell you, you know, you do what you want. But right now, like, enjoy, like, who you are. And I commend Yandy. Because most mothers, like, they let their children do whatever, which is why they end up young grandmothers or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But I commend Yandy. I thought it was... It's rough. It's rough. It's rough because this is not her child. No telling what background this young girl came from. So it's just, I'm trying to instill some, like, you know, just some morals in you, you know, and I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. I've read, stupid.
That's a t-shirt. Life is not loving hip hop.
It's not, because that's what girls think it is. You're gonna be a rapper, record some songs, you're gonna strip, and then you're gonna be famous.
The problem is, Jesus, this is so, y'all know that. If y'all know me, anybody who knows me knows this is kind of personal to me in ways, in a lot of different ways. A lot of times you can't really control what that child's past has been or what they've been exposed to.
Right.
And you have to be ready for them to give you some backlash because they used to doing what the hell they want to do.
I'm actually dealing with that right now in my house.
So it's just like, it's difficult. It's hard, especially she's a teenager. She's 2 years from being a grown ass person.
I said 3. That shows you how horrible my math is.
It's okay, baby.
That's why I'm
keep going. She probably been doing whatever she wanted to do her whole life, and now it's like.
And now it's
What do you mean? I can't.
Yeah. So it's difficult.
What I'm telling you is, if you want to eat and you want somewhere comfortable to sleep,
you need
to follow these rules.
Right.
And just respect for Yandy for just having that open conversation with her.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good as well.
I think she's trying, because in her post she didn't say like she can't. She asked others like if it would be okay. So it seems like she's trying to figure it out, like what's acceptable or not. And it seems like the two of them are openly having a conversation on, you know, just esteem and what is acceptable and all that.
Because baby, you know, we grew up, it was no conversation.
It
was not in our house.
Do as I say.
Not conversation.
And you better not ask why.
What you need a conversation for?
Yeah.
You don't pay no damn bill?
I said no.
See, this is the hard thing.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
What you asking? A question. Hold on.
Conversation.
Do you, girl? They kill me these days because I am like that. Like, I'm noticing, like, I'm like, quote unquote old school.
Yeah.
And I plan to raise my kids that way.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What do we don't have what are we having a conversation about?
Well,
exactly. Depending on what it is.
I was just about to say that. I was just, because that's what I'm dealing with my little children.
Yeah.
I want
my little children.
I want
Shout
to have
out to Amani and Riley.
I love y'all because they want to come up in here, but it's a no.
They can.
Oh, that would be cute.
That would be cute. Having a little play area.
It'd be cute for y'all.
Look, she'd be like, "This is my brain."
Look, Daddy back there, they can keep him company.
They sure can. Come on, manager.
They're probably like, "Daddy, what's that? What's this button?" Oh my god. But for us, as far as parenting, because I did grow up in a house where it's like I didn't ask no questions, I just did what you said, and that was it. That caused me to kind of be sneaky to see why I couldn't do this.
That's true.
So what we do, for me, there are some things, don't get me wrong, where it's just, that's what I said. You do what I say. Don't ask me why. But there are certain also opportunities where it's like, this is why we don't do this, because this will happen. So if just trying to show them cause and effect of their actions.
Yeah.
So
I hear you. I don't know. Things change.
Give them a reason.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But other than that, it's like, no. Like, you know, you don't talk to strangers. You know, you don't sit on strangers' laps. You don't walk off farther than my eyesight. That's just plain and simple.
That's just how it is.
But there are some things where I'm like, can I wear this like this? No, you need to wear shorts under your dress because I'll explain to you why.
Right,
right. But
and I think that's important. It's just a conversation.
Parenting is hard, y'all, because I don't want to raise no messed up children.
Out here for
I don't know.
Okay. Well, okay. The next, what we got next on bitch? What was it?
Bert and Ernie. This is the last one, y'all. I promise, because I know the main topic is good, so we want to leave a lot of time for that. Real quick thoughts. Jesus. So backstory. The writer for the characters Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street came out recently and said that he wrote the characters about him and his boyfriend. So Bert and Ernie are gay. And that took the world by storm. Didn't really take me by storm. I kind of had a feeling that was already the case with Burnt Ernie as I got older. But as a kid, I wasn't thinking like, yeah, I don't know. Are you guys upset that he waited till now to address that? Do you think he should have said something at all about it?
No, okay. I don't think anybody can tell what people can say. So say what you want to say. I think it's people's reactions that's giving me the blues.
So what, you just not gonna watch Sesame Street
no,
anymore?
Not even.
They don't even come on no more.
It doesn't come on anymore. It's just
So
the simple fact that Sesame Street is a show for small children. Right? Yeah. So when it comes to small children, when we need permission to do anything, their parents. Their parents are their saving grace. Their parents are their leading light. Their parents are their security. Okay. So when dealing with small children, you have to be permissive. You have to ask permission to do things and say things to small children because they're sponges.
Yeah. Right.
You have to give the respect to parents to raise their kids the way that they see fit. So with that being said, you cannot walk around here pushing shit down kids' throat about sexuality.
Don't push homosexuality.
Don't nobody give a damn.
Yeah.
I don't care
Don't
what you was doing.
Let me control
Bitch,
it.
you could. I don't care. I don't care what you thought it was or what you felt like the characters was. That is none of my business. Whatever you do in your household, in your bedroom, to me, completely
has nothing to do with my child.
Has nothing to do with my child.
Teach them ABCs. That's it.
It's not fair. And I honestly believe, like, I respect anybody and everybody and their sexuality. Choose what you want to do. But I do not agree with people shoving their sexuality down anybody's throat.
Yeah.
That is not okay.
Yeah.
Especially down a person who's only been on fucking earth for 3 to 4 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And don't have any experience, don't have no knowledge to know to choose from right and wrong. Still learning. It's not okay. And I hate that community. Some people in that community, they make it as if, like, if you say something or if you disagree, you know what I mean? It's like you're discriminating or you're homophobic or
I don't like when they try to force that.
Go ahead.
My thing with it, it's like my biggest question when that came out was just like, why now? Like, why does that matter now? Because Sesame Street is no longer on TV. All of us who watch Sesame Street, are grown adults now, didn't know and didn't care. And number 3, they are puppets. Okay. Why are we placing sexuality on fucking puppets?
Something that's not
They're
real.
puppets.
And like Tamara Mori said, did y'all see the
real clip?
So they were trying to say that Tamara and what's her name, Jenny. They had got into it. I don't really see. Tamara had a little attitude, but
she's trying to be a little Tamara-ish.
Jenny was basically saying that she agrees with the guy saying it because she felt like there are kids that are in same-sex households and they should understand that there are other people like them, that they should be able to love who they want to love. They should be able to see love in all different sizes and shapes and whatever. So it's just like,
but they're gonna get that from their.
I get parents.
What she's saying, but they're gonna get that from their parents, and they are making a lot more, cartoons and movies and stuff, child movies pushing the same sexuality agenda. But I just think waiting to come out now to admit that Bert and Ernie was a gay couple.
Money and needed to get an interview or something.
Right. I just think it was unnecessary to come out.
I just don't like that, y'all.
They were brothers.
It's not okay.
Children, and we watch children things. And when I see them, like, one of the shows we like to watch is The Loud House on Nickelodeon. Oh my gosh, the little black boy. He has 2 dads.
Hold up, Chloe has no children, and she knows.
It's a good show.
Song.
It's a really good show.
I would just like to point that out.
Look, I sleep with my TV on, and when I wake up, that show is always on, and it catches me every time.
It's a good
so that means your
I watch
TV.
Nickelodeon.
All right, I was like, that means you watch Nick at night.
Because Friends,
I'm gonna need Chloe. Okay. Hello.
Like, thank you. Good. At night, Fresh Prince and George Lopez be on, and then the other
and
stuff.
it be funny. Yes.
Whatever.
And then we wake up
Loud
in the morning. That's how I know when it's time to get up, because Loud House, come on. Yeah. But the little boy, the little black boy on there, he has 2 dads.
Wait.
Yeah, he has 2 dads on the cartoon.
It's an animated cartoon.
Yes,
he has
2 dads.
The little black boy has 2 dads.
That's normal now.
Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Cause my boss be talking about this shit, and I always, when he be talking, I be like, But he always talk about the fact that when it comes to things that are outside of the norm, they always use black people to represent it. Yeah. He be talking about the commercials. He be like, all them commercials.
I don't like that.
And it's always black people that represent them. What the hell is up with that shit? Why gotta be the black? Why gotta be the black married the couple? Why that can't be Mexican or white or Filipino?
We're more sellable.
What the hell?
For negativity.
And that's what
That's how I feel, and I don't like that.
And I don't like to think like that, y'all. I hate, I really hate people who think like that. It's like every goddamn thing you got something to say, but
that is something that's prominent, and I see that a lot, and that's what I don't like. I just don't like. Your business is your business, so I'm pro whatever you want to do, as long as it has nothing to do affecting me or my health or family. But don't force it on my kids. Let me choose when I introduce that to my kids. Yeah. Because now they're like, why? I think it's on Disney a while back. Girl, on the show, the moms were kissing.
Oh my God!
And then I have to explain that to my child.
Hell, bitch, please, bitch. I be damned. No, hell no. Hell no.
That's where we are now.
That is not where we at.
I think it's
because where we are now in life.
Shout out to Aspire, Black One. We need to have some cartoons now and now, because I'd be damned if I ever have a kid and I have to explain to them why the fuck is a cartoon kissing another same gender That's some bullshit. That's fucked up. I'm sorry.
And I
did not know that. That shit's fucked up. And it's on Nickelodeon too. That shit's fucked up.
They're making tons of movies and cartoons.
That's fucked
up. That was same sex and
same.
And then they want to get on people who act like me and be like, you're homophobic. No, bitch, I'm not homophobic. I just don't want
choose. Just let the children,
because we all watch Ayanla. Shout out to Ayanla. Most of the time, some people don't like Ayanla, but
she can be a little extra.
Most of the time, when Ayanla has guests on that are what is it?
Homophobic?
No.
Homosexual?
Sorry, I almost forgot. Homosexual, right? It was like, wait, what is it? Who are homosexual? They, in some point, have been molested or something. I've had a conversation with somebody before, and that's my stance on it. That most of the time there was some type of action leading up to.
How would you know how that feels? How would you know what those emotions?
They born with it.
Lies.
Because nature said, because if we look at the story of Noah, we had two of a kind, a male and a female. And reproduction science says if you want a kid, you have to have a sperm and an egg. Now you tell me who has the egg. Come on, holla at me. Who has the egg, Sonara?
The woman.
And who has the sperm? Come on, holla at me, Chloe.
We're not talking about adoption.
All right.
We're not talking about adoption.
All right. We ain't talking about adoption. We ain't talking about.
We're talking about natural selection.
We talking about reproduction. Okay.
Reproduction to save the species.
We ain't never seen a lion and a lion. We ain't never seen.
Gay couples are never going to listen to our show again.
It's okay. We love y'all. It ain't even about that. It's just about look. At the end of the day, like I said, I respect everybody.
Everyone.
I respect
so
everybody and your
and
choice. But at the same time, I don't walk around talking about who I didn't have sex with and how I like to do whatever. The same thing that y'all shouldn't be walking around here trying to.
My thing, you want equal rights, but you want
goddamn
exposed.
I can't wait till we start recording these episodes.
You just want to expose yourself, like you just want to expose yourself to everybody. Just want Okay, y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. What's the distinction between a homosexual, a heterosexual, and a lesbian? I think they homosexuals too, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference? What makes a lesbian a lesbian? Answer me that.
They like both genders.
No. Have you seen
a lesbian likes a? Okay, everybody's shaking their head. What makes a lesbian a lesbian?
Who saw the Sex and the City episode with Charlotte when she was trying to hang with lesbians? They was like, "Do you eat pussy?"
Yeah.
And they was like, "If you don't eat pussy, I don't know what you about to do."
They like a boy and a girl, right? So lesbians just like girls.
Lesbians like girls.
So what do you call a man who likes a man?
He's a homosexual. He's a gay man. He's gay.
A homosexual.
I did not know there was.
I love
audience member.
Bisexual.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal.
Says a man who likes a man is considered
bisexual. If
you like, that's what I said. If you like both men and women,
a lesbian is a woman that likes
bisexual.
A woman.
Yeah,
but a lesbian
bisexual.
Got it. I am sorry. I need to learn this terminology.
I mean, you.
Look, Lauren.
Okay, so so the only difference is sex. Am I right?
Yep.
Right, because me and Cole, you and I are friends, right?
Right.
but we don't make out when we leave here, right?
No.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're good.
Right. And our manager and his colleagues, they're friends, right? But they don't go in the bathroom and stick each other in the holes, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo.
All right. So here. That's my thing. So the only thing that separates and can let me know that you're gay is sex.
So
why are you trying to feed our kids sex?
Why?
Why are you trying to tell me that someone's gay when my kids don't even know gay mean happy? What my kids, the only way I can explain as a parent, and I'm not a parent, but the only way that I would be able to explain as a parent is for me to say, well, they have sex with this person. Because when they go to school and see Billy and Bob, they're friends, but they don't have sex. So I can't explain and say, well, they just like each other a lot. No. They fuck. That's what I have to say. Like, the fuck. And so the fact that they're grown-ass people, you know, traveling around with this shit in their goddamn briefcase, talking about, well, you know, Bert and Ernie was gay. The fuck is you doing? Like, find something else to do.
Something else.
Because our baby, we
trying
to keep our real.
Zanara's cracking me up with the.
That's right. That's my girl. That's right.
I just, like.
That's right.
These are my children. I don't want them to be
Can we
like that.
have them stay pure?
That's why now it's just be like Netflix because they don't even watch. They watch Barbie channels.
That's right. Netflix taking over
because it's too much, and I don't want my kids to be asking
I
me
think
about.
Netflix has a whole like gay.
I'm about to play. If you search it, Chloe.
If that's what you know what you're looking for. If you're looking for it, you're gonna find it.
Equal opportunity.
Okay. Do we have anything in the beauty corner?
We do.
Come on.
Okay, so
let's bring it around.
If you guys didn't know, like this episode today is about basically about like caring for yourself. It's pertaining to like caring for yourself in a way and keeping your crown together and protecting your magic. So today in Beauty Corner, I wanted to talk about self-care. So I do like a self-care Sunday. I'm pretty sure if you are a social media person, you've seen it on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. People do these. It's self-care Sunday. So basically, on this day, you do things that care for yourself. So whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good about who you are, internal and external, you do those things on that day. You set aside that day for yourself to rejuvenate you for the week.
Yeah.
Get yourself together.
Saturday.
Exactly. So on Sunday, I like to do like a nice mask.
I
like to do you today with the mask.
Nice mask. You can get a nice cheap one from Big Lots. Or if you're a Sephora girl, you can go to Sephora. You can go to Ulta. They're always cheap.
Target.
I've never really
Walmart,
seen a mask
Target.
that
has a good selection, but Big Lots is the place to go, actually. They're 99 cents.
That's right. And, I like to do my wash day on Sundays. So my hair, I like to condition your hair.
I'll do that when I get home.
Exactly. Some people like to meditate or do your laundry. Whatever makes you feel your best when Monday hits, when you hear that alarm and your feet hit the floor, whatever makes you feel good, in preparation for that, that's what Self-Care Sunday is about. So I suggest to all the babes, if you have a problem with feeling grounded, or I don't know, just if you like routines or you feel rushed on Monday mornings or whatever, try a Sunday routine. It might interfere with your brunch, your Sunday fun day.
Yeah. You could
possibly,
do it at the brunch.
Or you could do it after. You're right. But I think it's a good thing to implement into your week and implement into your routines. So
that's good.
That's the beauty corner for today.
I'm gonna start that today.
Do it
Sunday. Thanks, love.
I'm gonna send you some YouTube videos to look at too. You're welcome.
See, like my regimen, it's on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, cause that's my nail day. That's me and my nail lady. We're friends. And I come every Saturday 2:00.
That's
European
right.
Nail Spa. Shameless plug.
Shout out.
Don't go to Lisa because that's my lady. That's our time.
You should let people come to your nail lady. No?
I do, and I'm tired of sharing her.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Lisa off of Dulles across the street. Boom. But I do mani-pedi because that gets my mind together, a good wash, and then just planning for the week. What am I gonna do?
That's right.
So it's real nice. I love sitting in the nail chair. It's just an experience. I get my tea. I love my tea, and then it just makes me feel good because I'm looking forward to actually this Saturday. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
It's amazing self-care. That's a good tip.
It's really amazing because if you don't take care of yourself, who's gonna do it?
Exactly.
No, seriously.
I had to learn that the hard way.
Nobody is.
Even if you
I was looking a wreck.
Even if you're in a relationship, even if you're married, who's
nobody
gonna do it?
Especially when you're
because
married.
Nobody knows what you like you do. Okay, so what's going on in our
Get your mind
Get your mind right. What's going on with Get Your Mind Right?
I have a couple things today because we are talking about self-care. Mm-hmm. So, what we're going to practice is positive affirmation.
Oh, yes.
Because and I'm going to tell you where this stems from, is because it's personal, because I have a problem with how I look. So my challenge for myself is to look in the mirror every day and just appreciate all that I am. And then just kind of speak positively to myself. Mostly everything I do is in the mirror because I want to talk to myself. Like, I can give great advice to my friends, to anyone, but I don't use that advice. And I'm like, just use your own advice, girl. Yeah. So I'm just going to, some things that I use. I look in the mirror, tell myself, you are enough.
That's right, girl.
You are enough. That's the first thing I say when I look into the mirror, because I have a problem with that.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
You don't have to say that. You know, you don't have to say that. But that's my issue. I don't really like the way I look. So I'm trying to love myself as I make the necessary.
And that's what's most important.
Right.
Some people don't think that.
Yeah.
Like, that bitch, I don't care if a million people are telling you every day, bitch, you are bomb. Bitch,
right.
If
no
you
matter
don't
what
feel it in yourself,
yes.
you will destroy your Nikki. Go, keep going. Damn. Can we? Oh no, we don't talk about
Don't do it.
No, because we got to get to this main topic. The main topic is juicy.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it simple. Just simple things to say to yourself in the mirror when you wake up. Like, kind of after I brush my teeth, I'm like, okay, we about to get the day started, girl. Yeah. You are enough. You can do this.
We'll do that every day this week. We'll drop one positive affirmation in the
morning.
That's
right.
Every
That's
day
right,
this week
on our Instagram.
Yeah. It's a
amazing.
So when we drop it,
and we can drop one on Twitter too. That's Twitter too.
Look in the mirror or take a selfie and just put the caption, you are enough, or you got this, or keep pushing, you're almost there. Just stuff to keep you motivated, keep your wheels going.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Because it's necessary.
It's necessary, because sometimes you have to encourage yourself.
Yeah.
No matter how bad other people want it for you, if you don't want it, you're not going to get it.
And your thoughts about yourself are the most important.
The most important.
Because if you rude as fuck to yourself, like, girl,
Can't
nobody's kindness can get to you.
Nope. So that's it. We just going to get our mind right like that. We're going to love ourselves.
I received that.
Yes.
I do too. Okay, Chloe, lead us into our main topic today.
What's our main
topic? Because it's all you, baby.
We're still fighting with the title of it. We thought we were going to call it
Protect Your Magic.
Protect Your Magic. That was one of them. And then I know we had like Don't let your crown slip.
Don't let your crown slip.
Either one.
We'll figure it out. When y'all see the title, y'all see when we
But yeah, this topic came from basically what I'm going through this week, and I told you guys a little bit earlier, and sometimes we forget when we find ourselves in difficult situations that we no longer have control over. In a sense, we find ourselves thinking that we're just at rock bottom. We done let that crown slip. Our magic is gone. Our faith is depleted. Like, everything that could possibly go wrong in your mind, that's what you're creating. So this whole topic has everything to do with Queen, protect your magic.
Protect your magic.
Don't forget who you are.
Exactly.
Period. No matter what circumstances, no matter what life throws your way, because what I'm understanding and what I'm learning, something that I've always known is that you can think that life is going to go a certain way. You can always think that you got control over certain circumstances in your life, that everything is going to be peaches and cream, rainbows and bunny rabbits, but then some shit, life twists, like plot twists, like seriously.
Plot twist, just kidding.
Just kidding. Yeah. You about to be sad for a little bit.
Sad
for a while. So I think it's very important that you remember, no matter what state you're in, that don't forget your queendom.
Yes.
Don't forget your magic. Don't forget Don't forget you.
And it's easy to do that because I did.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh, I'm doing it currently.
I forgot who I was.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when I say I got so lost in being a wife and being a mother and the role that I'm supposed to play, I forgot to worry about me in the process.
Yeah.
So I had to relearn, like, what is Sonar like? Who is Sonar? What puts her together besides being Imani Riley's mom or Derek's wife?
Yeah.
It's hard to balance one, because I have goals and I want to reach those goals, but I also have to bring other people and things with me.
I think as we as women, it's so difficult for us too because we're such nurturing creatures. Yes. We're so selfless at times that we forget that we have sacrifices, right? That we forget that we have to be selfish with us. 80% of the time because we will pour
95 and be on
100
and be.
I didn't want to say it.
And that's really one of the things, like, because we were gonna come up with like 5 ways, right?
Right.
5 ways to protect your magic.
Yes.
And so one of the things that I came up with was just know you, right? So basically, like, knowing yourself is so hard to interact with anybody when you don't know who you are.
Right.
Yes.
Morals, principles to me are the most important. I don't know, like, your parents may have talked to you about that when you were growing up, but if they haven't, Google them.
Yeah.
Morals and principles. I always suggest that people write down what your morals and your principles are. And when you find, because you have to stand, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Any motherfucking
and
thing.
As an adult, being in like intimate relationships with other adults, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you
can lose
on
yourself
a spiritual level,
else.
just on a spiritual, like on an energy level, right? Think about how advanced someone's energy would be versus your own. Yeah. You don't know what this person energy.
You don't know
has
what is
versus
in that energy.
what your energy is going through. So in order for you to be able to deal with that energy, you have to make sure that you have those pillars inside of yourself that are unwavering.
Yeah.
You know, because if you don't have that nigga, whoever it is gonna. You remember when we was little, when you had all your cousins or whoever, and everybody had like a little piece of the blanket, and we used to flip it up.
Yeah.
That nigga you will be inside on the blanket. Everybody, all 3, 5, 10 of them niggas will make each of themselves, and they will flip your ass, and you will be in that little blanket flipping up and down,
those are
all
facts.
through and through.
Those
you
are
know,
preach.
You
those
have to know who you are.
Yes.
And if you at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, I did not know who I was. Like,
we're still learning at 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah.
That's very true too. But I said that to say, like, that doesn't mean that you have to really technically not date.
Yeah.
What that means is that you just have to be mindful of the fact that, bitch, I don't know who the fuck I am. Be real with yourself. So if you don't know who you are, if someone asks you, like, what are your principles, what's your morals, and you don't have shit to say, bitch, it's okay. You don't know it's okay to not know who you are. It took me a long time for me to really accept that about my own self. I didn't know who I was, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and I think piggybacking off of that, it's important, knowing who you are is important when it comes to, like, dating, friendships, career, anything, because like you said earlier, if you don't know, you'll put up with anything.
Yeah.
Like, any and everything will just be, you'll just brush it off your shoulder, You'll think everything's good, you can deal with it, you can deal with
the flow like a mug.
Until you just hit like a brick wall, and it's just like, I cannot
do this. You know what that brick wall is? Yourself.
Yeah. Come on now.
You gotta get out of your own way.
Yourself says, bitch,
no.
hell no.
Enough is enough.
Bitch, hello. Hold the fuck up.
Hold
the fuck up. Because if you see, here's the thing. You may not know yourself. Like, you know your little platonic,
but that
little
intuition,
but that intuition, your spirit be like, bitch, no, bitch, we not doing that.
No,
that's the good thing about being that's the thing about being ourselves, because that's God, actually. Because even when we don't know ourselves, God knows us.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's that
spirit. That's that spiritual thing. So it's like, no.
Let me tell you something.
Let's go. Come on, Sister Oliver. Come on, Sister Oliver.
When I think about that, when you say that, what helps me out is just thinking, I am a child of a king.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you hear me?
That's right.
A king. So when you look at the palace, the Queen of England, the Prince George, Prince Harry, they lifestyle, that's me in the kingdom.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna let anybody mess with the princess,
the queen.
Yeah. This is my kingdom.
Yeah.
So you're not getting when you hit that brick wall. That's God saying no princess.
Yeah. You're worth more than
that.
Child.
Yeah. No child.
Real. That's real talk.
Sometimes,
you don't deserve.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, I cut myself off.
No.
Girl, you better preach.
You better preach. Come on,
Sonara.
This is the day. Come on, Sister Sonara. No, go there.
I've been there. And it's like, you get to a point where it's like, I cannot accept this. Because I can give advice to people like, girl, no, you don't deserve that. But I won't take my own advice. I'll let somebody else drag me through the mud.
Yeah.
But while I'm preaching to you about, don't do that. don't let him do that to you.
It's so funny you mentioned that because I'm reading this book, and I came across a part of this book last night, and it says, we need to get to a point to where we stop asking people for advice on what we should do and how should we move, and trust your intuition. Yes. Your intuition knows before you do, before your friends do, before your parents, before your therapist, whatever the case may be. Like, your intuition knows, and if something about you saying like something's not right, something is not right.
It even goes,
trust that.
It even goes as far as small as, because I'm in a relationship right now, right? So it even goes as small as going to the store, going to Target, and knowing that you can use something can be useful in the house, and you asking your partner like, hey, babe, do you think that this can be
consideration,
right? And then them like, well, no, not really. Da, 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 da. And then you go home and you don't get it right, and you go home and you realize you probably should have fucking got the shit.
Yes.
Or it even happens in relationships, because I learned that in my own, like, bitch, follow your own shit. Like, what the fuck is you asking this nigga for?
Yeah.
Like, of course you should ask him, be respectful in certain things, but you don't have to be respectful. And you don't have to ask him for every fucking thing.
Because sometimes
you
you need that,
you need it. That's it.
You work. You get a check.
It's like Olivia
Pope.
My
money.
Y'all remember the first season of Scandal when Olivia Pope was always just like, I just got a gut feeling. She always went with her gut, and she was always right. But no,
that woman's intuition
all jokes aside,
superpower.
exactly. That women's intuition, it is a superpower. Because we're so complex. Men don't really get that intuition like we do because they're black and white. But because we women are so emotionally driven, like our emotions know when it's just like something's unwavering, like something is just not. Something's unsettled. And I just feel like I'm learning, the minute that you trust it, because we always like to fight the grain. We always like to fight our intuition. And the minute that we start believing it the first time, it'll save us a lot of pain in the end when we really hit that brick wall and it's just like, I can't do this anymore. But I should have listened a month or 2 months ago.
But it's okay because it's the
okay.
experiences.
Absolutely.
It's the experiences. It's the pain. That's why, to be honest,
I bet you will listen next time.
I bet.
I enjoy pain, honey.
Yeah.
I literally when I went through my first heartbreak, I was like, before then I was like, no, I don't want to have pain. Like, what do you mean? I enjoy pain. Why? Because you learn from pain, right? So when I go through pain and I go through it, like I welcome it, bitch. I'm in the car playing all the sentimental songs, bitch. I want the tears. I want it all. Wrench me.
Yeah.
Tear me apart,
because
baby.
when you a new creature,
tell me.
That burst a new creature, girl.
Tear me apart.
Ooh, girl.
I want all the tears flowing from my eyes. I want to be like literally like aching. Why? Because that next time when I'm over it, because I'm going to be over it.
Oh, yeah.
That next time when I'm out.
Yeah.
And I see that bullshit ass nigga over there doing the same shit that nigga had me about. I'm be like, bitch, fuck. I'm going to have so much shit inside of me. I'm be like, nigga, hell no. Because I allowed myself to transcend through that nasty, murky, horrible shit. I suggest every woman, if you listen to this podcast right now and you're going through some shit, break up, heartbreak, bitch, go through it.
That's important for your
magic.
That's important for your magic.
That's next.
Because a lot of people like to succumb their feelings. A lot of people like to
suppress it.
It didn't happen. I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I agree with Lo. I'm very much a transparent and emotional person. So when I go through things, relationships, something's not right, somebody made me sad, I cry.
Yeah.
And I will cry until
your
I
eyes
feel
about to
better.
fall out.
Yeah, like
seriously, they puff it.
Yeah.
You know them when you wake up and you feel like you're sick.
Yeah,
do that.
Them bags, you can push them in.
Girl, push it out.
But go through it because, like Lauren said, when you stop crying, you stop.
Because naturally you're gonna stop, babe.
Yeah,
like
it's just temporary.
Believe, and that goes back to Sonara. Believe that you are a child of God.
Yeah,
God will not allow you to continue to cry unless it's necessary.
It's enough.
Understand me?
Yeah,
if it's necessary.
And that necessary is that lesson that's coming on the other side of this
because
storm.
He might allow you to cry for a year because you ain't learned the lesson.
No, you got it. Some lessons.
He may allow you to. You have to
keep bringing you through until you pass it.
Yeah, always
because He wants the best for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes practice.
So do it.
Sometimes you ain't gonna get it the first time around. Or the second or the third.
You gotta cry. I invite it. It's horrible. It's bad.
Have a
it
cry,
makes it.
You gotta let it out.
Yeah.
But you have to let it out. So what was it? What did you just say? What was the second one? You just said.
No, we got to
go through your emotions.
Go through it. Go through it.
Go through your emotions. So the number 2 to protect your emotions is just be real with your emotions.
Be real with yourself. I think that's super important for your magic because you know you better than you. Go ahead.
Because what I deal with is I'm a receiver of people's energies.
Me too.
Sometimes you can't allow people's energy to reach you.
Don't be a super saver hoe.
She had that. She really did.
Don't be a super saver hoe.
Yeah.
Don't be a super saver spiritual hoe.
Because trying to help someone else, you can get that energy on you, and now you going through something that you
and that person walking around like,
hey,
you got the money.
Right. And that goes back to knowing yourself. Sonara, if you didn't know that was the type of person you are, then how could you have
I just figured it out, and that's the messed up part. Because I'm like, why I got a bad
attitude? Why I got a bad attitude? Because this motherfucker over here, you better get you some sage.
Yeah.
You better get you some
sage. I be like, your energy.
You better get
I gotta tell my husband that sometimes on a car ride and he wanna argue.
You know,
your energy
sometimes you gotta do it.
I love you, but your energy.
Look,
it can't come
I do that to my. I be like, look, I just created this bubble right now, and it's I can't.
You're not allowed.
You're not allowed. And into my babes who are in relationships, that's okay.
It's okay.
It took me a while to realize that.
Me too.
That doesn't mean you're about to break up,
right? So you don't love me no more. You don't want to be with me no more.
Sometimes I'm like, it doesn't mean that it ain't about to be forever. Y'all really love each other. It's just like you need your space.
You have to be okay with that because they tell you when you marry. Well, it's some people say don't go to bed mad. That's not true. You can't just cut off that emotion. If you mad, it's okay to be mad. Y'all going to bed together. But what I used to think was, oh, he mad now. He about to leave me.
Yeah,
or I don't agree with what he said.
That'll
so
stir some bullshit too.
Yeah, it does.
But it's okay, and it's communication. I'm like, look, I'm not feeling it right now. I don't want to argue, so let's just not talk for a little bit.
And it's also in knowing yourself though too, because if you have those principles and morals right, and this goes into the next one, having purpose, honey.
Because we live
purpose.
Because if we in purpose and we're intentional. Let me tell you something.
Ooh,
if a nigga, you could be married for 10 years, you feel me? And a nigga do some shit that's not in line with your purpose that you have with God. Because whether you in a marriage or relationship, your relationship should be God, should be individual. You feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do. If that's not in alignment and you feel the Holy Spirit telling you that,
facts.
That ain't gonna move you at all. It's gonna be okay, you can go.
Yeah.
Because you're not in line with my purpose anyway.
You'll
you're
never
not
be
here.
filled. You'll never be filled.
And if you love me and you knew and you was here created for me by God, we will be aligned together.
We're gonna be aligned.
If you can't get with my purpose, then there is no purpose.
Exactly. And that's
it's okay. I think one thing about protecting your magic, one thing that I'm learning throughout this whole process, especially, is that it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay that things end. Because naturally in life, a lot of things are going to end.
And begin again.
But
guess what? Janae Aiko said nothing really is and everything really isn't.
Yes.
There really is no...
Come on.
There really is no winners. There really is no losers.
Yes.
It's like you were just energy. You're energy. And it's up to you if you want to thrive in the energy, if you want to
if you want positive or negative.
If you want to exist on a higher frequency or if you want to exist on a low frequency, it's up to you.
And I choose to vibrate harder.
Yeah.
Harder and higher.
Yeah. And that's number 3. Number 3 is making sure you have a purpose. Finding your purpose. Definitely finding your purpose.
It's important.
So let me ask y'all this. When did you guys find your purpose? If you haven't,
I don't think I have yet.
I don't think I have yet either. I think I have a general idea of what I want my purpose to be, but I think I'm still toning in on it.
Yeah.
And that's only because all my life I grew up serving others, making sure other people were good.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make Chloe good. So I feel like I get in a lot of situations that God shows me okay, you've done so much for this person, but are you good?
Yeah.
And I realize when I'm by myself, it's oh, bitch, I'm not okay.
But guess what? You know what the good thing about it is?
Yeah.
The journey to figuring out what you like.
Exactly.
And what you love, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's because I would like to say that I'm on that journey right now and finding, because to me, that's the key to joy. Mm-hmm. And it unlocks, for me, it unlocks my productivity box, I guess you would say. If I'm okay, because that's a part of me knowing myself and me being grounded. Yeah. So if I know what makes me happy and I know what brings me joy, then I'm good to go through things because I know what brings me joy and always be happy. So I know how to get back to that, you know? Right. So although, and I don't know if you have been feeling that, don't feel bad about it. Right. It's okay. That's a beautiful journey to know what you like, what you love, what makes you happy. Figuring it out. That's the best thing. Yeah. Because the next time you get into an engagement with an individual, it's like, no, I know what makes me happy.
I think a lot of people always think that you have to, like, as you go through life and you're trying to figure yourself out, and if you meet someone, a lot of people think that you have to, you know, kind of ride it out with the person that you going through like all these emotions with and stuff. Why? Exactly. And I'm kind of like you. I think people energy comes into your life to teach you certain like things about you. Like not about them per se. It's always about you. Yes. Like even if it's a bad feeling, it's just kind of like, okay, like this person stirred this type of emotion out of me. How can I control that? How can I do better for that? That's also a part of like protecting your magic, because it's like
when it gets harder is when you're married, when you got to protect your magic when you're married. It's
I bet so, because like I have to deal with you,
because I have to.
I can't. That's my biggest fear.
I can't walk around wanting space. I have to deal with you.
One thing my marriage has done is turn me into a heavy praying woman.
So is that how you protect your magic in your marriage?
I pray and I hold on to scripture. I've learned that not everything deserves a reaction. Yeah, I pick my battles. I be like, you know what, you got it today. Because I don't want to be in that energy. I don't want to be in that space. I'm good right here. So if this is an issue, we can revisit that on another day. We just want to talk about it right now because I'm going to stay right here. Yeah. And it's hard to say that to someone that you're going to be looking at for the rest of the day. But it's like, I can't.
See, I'm opposite.
That. And I've had to, and as a person in a relationship.
We can talk about it, but not right now.
Yeah, as a person in a relationship who lives with their boyfriend. Yeah. It's the same thing. I've had to learn that it's been a struggle. It's a struggle for me because I'm like you. Like I take on to people's energies, and the way that I visualize relationships, I always feel like, you know, we play off of each other. So we're always supposed to be good, and we're always supposed to be in one accord. And sometimes it's not like that.
And your energy sometimes, off and my energy
exactly. Sometimes that person goes through things, and you literally have to keep your energy to a certain level and not allow them to rub off on you. And it also not resent them for bringing that bad energy into your space.
Because people are different. You have to deal with your emotions.
You just have to deal with it.
It might not be on my time clock, but because you're going through it, I have to respect
exactly.
So how do you, with two people who are in relationships, how do you protect your energy when your partner's energy is out of sync?
Have a moment.
And I encourage them. That's what I do.
Absolutely.
Normally, and this is how the devil works in my life, in my household.
To steal, kill, and destroy.
Right. So in my household, my boyfriend, he gets up at like 5 and he runs. He run or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And this is before I even started getting up early like that or whatever, right? Yeah. So I started doing my whole little mantra, like my whole little morning routine, devotion, blah 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 blah, right? And I felt really good about myself. And look what the devil do. So when I do that, when I'm feeling accomplished in my morning routine, then he'll come back in negative spirit. He'll come back. Something has happened on his run, or something has happened in business, or something is going on, and he's coming back on negative spirit. And initially, of course, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck? You know, you want to feed into it. But what I did was, I was like, you know, babe, it's okay. You know, that happens, and let's pray about it. You know, let's do this. Like, just basically taking everything that I put inside of my body through my devotional, through my meditation, through my prayer, I just put it back onto him. And I put that back into the atmosphere. Yeah. And I take some sage, because I don't play. 5 and Below got sage. If y'all ain't know, they got the sage thing for two for $3.99. Okay. I take some sage, and I go ahead and I just cleanse the air, of course, and then, you know, we go about our day, and that's it. Like, so I basically just give him encouragement, basically.
That's all you have to do, because when we have our issues, or he's like, how do I explain it? Like, maybe he's frustrated because he can't find something, and I can't help him with that, and so he's frustrated with me because I'm not doing anything. So
look, manager
back
there.
Manager, like, don't be lying.
Stop spreading out.
When we're driving, come to work and he got a bad attitude, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Knowing I know when he's not right.
It's okay.
But I'm like, okay, whatever. So he want to use mean words and he have an attitude, and that's cool. I'm like, you know what?
Men work on that.
Don't let the devil use you like that. So what I would
come on, sister.
What I would do is just text him. I'd be like, I don't know what's going on with you right now, but I'm gonna pray that your day gets better because your energy is off.
That's love.
And I can't deal with that right now.
That's love.
And then he kind of realized, I probably was an asshole.
Yeah.
So let me get something. I love you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
But
because no matter how perfect that motherfucker may get when y'all on your first, y'all third, y'all fifth, y'all 50th, y'all engagement party, whatever, that motherfucker gonna have some days.
Yeah.
So don't get to thinking that
about
bitch
10
ain't
years
gonna be
now.
That motherfucker will be rude. And when you see his rude side, you gotta take the back seat and be like, okay, well, he going through something right now. I love him. Put the hand of Jesus on his ass.
And I just pray for you.
I'm gonna pray for you because
don't
people
let the devil use
same
you
way
like
we go through shit, they go through shit too.
And I get that and I respect that.
Okay. Number 3, no negativity. Be sure your aura stays. Oh, we already said don't be a super safe.
We are good.
I feel like we're
we kind of combined all of
them.
Let's just give, because it was kind of we elaborated a lot on them all. So let's just quick, if you can come up with like 5 things to do to protect your
magic. Your top one.
Handy, something handy. Mine is to protect your magic. You have to process the emotion.
Yeah.
If that means you need to cry, you need to go and you need to cry, and it's okay to cry. Or if you need to yell, because sometimes I just go and I just be like, let out a nice little scream to release the energy, and I'm like, okay, now let's get going. So if you keep it bottled up, you're just gonna explode.
Yeah, I like to always think of it as like trash. Like if you got trash and you don't take your trash out and you put that trash in your hot closet and you put some Febreze on it, even though Febreze is an amazing company and they, like to, say that they make smells or whatever, like at the end of the day, after about a couple hours, that shit gonna start stinking again.
Yep.
And you could probably put bleach on it and it'll probably still stink again. And maybe about a month, you probably put something else on it and it'll probably keep it for 3 months. It's still, at the end of the day, gonna continue to stink. So unless you take the garbage out of your fucking life, you're never gonna be okay. So
you
stop suppressing.
Grow through what you don't go through.
You can't. So no one. This is for somebody. I feel it in my spirit.
Come on,
this is for somebody.
Say a word.
It's okay that you're going through something. It's nothing wrong with it. Nobody. And when I say nobody cares, don't take it wrong. People care, but nobody cares to the point to where they're judging you. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're gonna go through things exactly, and the most important person in your life is yourself.
Right.
And if you can't show up for you, who the fuck? How can you expect for anybody to show up for you? So you have to, at the end of the day, you have to be real with who you are. You have to be real with who you are. Walk in your own truth. You don't have to tell nobody. You don't have to go share with your friends, whatever. If you're the type of person to where you're on your journey right now, to where you're still in that embarrassed journey, and
that's where
you
I'm
may
at
feel like you may feel like, oh, I don't want to. You don't have to tell nobody.
Yeah.
Keep it here. Share with God.
And you don't have to broadcast everything.
Exactly. Share with the Lord, but as long as you know the truth.
Yeah.
Because as long as you continue to grow in life, not knowing the fucking truth, you're gonna stay. You're gonna have shits and garbage in your fucking hot closet, and that's my thing. And that's where I'm at with it.
Shit don't change until
Mine
you wash
would
your
definitely.
ass.
Okay. Shit don't change until you wash your ass.
A point out there about like protecting your magic.
Yeah, come on.
Mine would be. You good over
Jesus
there,
Christ. So, let me tell y'all, that Trader Joe's wine.
She loves it.
Loves
it. But no, my tip on protecting your magic would have to be just not forgetting who the fuck you are.
That's real.
I got the perfect clip I'm gonna put on the page for this little segment.
Yeah.
Perfect. And it's Beyonce. I got the
girl. I just think that's so important. I think because I'm talking to myself right now when I say this, because it's just all about, people are rude. People are mean. I say that about society all the time. Like, people are mean.
But they
will sometimes, like, you'll be questioning yourself based off of people's actions. And I'm trying to learn, like, one, don't take shit personal. Yeah. Like, whatever they got going on that they projected to you is them. Like, it has nothing to do with you. Yeah. But when stuff does happen to you, or if you're going through, like, a shitty time, or, I don't know, just things are off, it's just don't forget who the fuck you are. You are special. This goes back to the positive affirmations that Sonara told us. It's just like, you are great. You are uniquely made. Like,
you are wherever you wanna be. Even if you at home and somebody telling you ain't shit,
but you're great,
baby.
Baby, you're great. You're special. You're unique. You're a prize. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're trying. I think that's the biggest word. Like, you're trying.
Not trying. You're doing.
You're doing.
You are doing.
You're doing.
You waking up every day and you're putting that.
You're making a choice.
If I could have a party, y'all, if I could do a nonprofit, seriously, and I don't even want to put this on here because I feel like somebody gonna steal it. But if I could do a nonprofit, I would literally want to celebrate people for the small things.
Yes.
Because I don't feel like people are celebrated for the small things.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you live in the projects and you made it through a day and you're alive.
Boom.
I want to celebrate you. Pop some fucking champagne. Well, you probably can't drink champagne in high school, but pop something. Do something for kids so that people have something to live towards. Because I don't think that people build the value enough in making it day to day.
It's something because what we see, everything is on a larger scale on social media, so the small stuff doesn't seem relevant or noteworthy.
Or we just compare ourselves to people who we think or we see
that are not good situations,
and deep down they could just be
it's okay
on the same shit you want.
And that's why I appreciate so many influencers right now expressing and showing their downfalls and expressing and letting us know that, bitch, I've been through shit. Like, it's okay. Like, I feel you respect me, but I've been through a lot of different shit, and it wasn't easy. Exactly. And I think that that's what was missing for a while in social media too.
Sure. Just remember, the place you are in right now needs you.
Oh, I read
Sit
that yesterday. Yeah.
It needs you.
Yeah, you're supposed to be exactly where
you are. Exactly where you're supposed to be. Learn
and things will change.
Mm-hmm.
Things will change.
Yes. This is
but prepare. It's okay.
Pain is temporary.
Ooh, trouble don't last always. Come on.
Pain is temporary.
It's only temporary.
Right. So, Chloe, can you, for all my babes who are going through, breakups, heartache, whatever you want to call it, gumbo. Emotional gumbo. Okay. What can you give them? What can you tell them right now? Give them like a charge, if you can.
Come on. Pick yourself
from a personal
Adjust
level.
That crown, queen.
Exactly. From a personal level.
What I can say and what I try to tell myself every day in the midst of the tears, one, it's okay. Like Lauren said earlier, it is okay to cry. Get that out. But always know it's going to be okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because Lauren said earlier, you wake up every day. Like, God gave you the opportunity to wake up every day. So that is another chance of life, which means something else is coming. Something else is coming. Like this, you cannot
you
tell
go to the corner
me,
store and meet your management, meet your executive. Like, you just
this isn't the end for you. When you wake up another day, you know, like, this isn't the end for me. Like there is a plan. There is a future. So it's just like, it's okay, baby girl. And I tell myself that every day in the midst of the tears. Yes, I would say give yourself a time limit. I tried to give myself one. It failed.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
It's okay.
And that's okay.
Don't do
that.
Be
okay with not being okay.
Don't do that.
Be okay with not being okay.
Let nature take its course. It's
exactly.
Okay.
You will. Because one day you're going to wake up and you're going to
be like, bitch, who?
Laughing.
Wait.
I forgot who I was for a minute, but I'm back.
You literally will wake up, y'all. You literally will wake up,
y'all.
and you will be jumping around with so much happiness.
Yeah.
Y'all, can I tell y'all a story real quick? So I was in a relationship for a very long time in high school and going into college, right? So this one day, I woke up one time, and y'all remember that Beyonce song, I can't remember, what goes around, come back around, hey, my bad. Y'all, I was in the bathroom, and I was taking a shower, and that song was playing. I had it on repeat. Y'all, I got out of that bathroom and was hopping around like I had the Holy Ghost. I was crying, and I was just like, that's why the Beyonce concert situation, that's so personal for me. But she has literally brought me out so much. But
for sure.
Or her music. But I literally jumped. I was jumping up, and I was crying because at that moment, I was free. I was
okay.
like, it sucks to be you right now. Why?
Yeah,
because
you
what? Like it's like at that moment I got myself back and I got my bitch. Like that bitch inside of you that be like, bitch, you the shit. Like I got her
that
back
Cardi.
inside of me. And I was so happy. So like hold on to the fact that you're gonna get there. Like,
I think what we forget too is like during breakups or lost jobs or whatever the case may be, we always think like that we lost something. And I always try to tell myself and friends, it's just like, you never know what God is protecting you from, that he had to like exit some things out of your life. Like he would never take away something and not give you greater. And like you cannot tell me that. God. Like you can't tell me it doesn't get better.
Turn all your L's into lessons.
Exactly. And here's a little trick. So think about all the bad shit that nigga was. And I promise you, if you focus on all the bad shit, like all the shit that you used to see it, you used to like
brush it off.
You know, brush it off, be like, oh, okay, it's okay because he does this. Like, think about all that shit. You be like, I can't stand that nigga. Oh, nasty. Like, you would say all that, you'll be so fine. Like, whether it was like, oh, his socks was dirty, or he had the little piece of lint on his car, like whatever it is. Like, even if it's something tiny, like just think about all that shit. That time when he was musty, like all of that. Just put it in your body. Think about that, and then just sip on that, and you'll be fine.
And in the meantime, love yourself.
Look and protect your motherfucking magic.
Protect it.
Yes. Protect we going out.
Ooh, that's so powerful. Every time I say it, I have to take a deep breath because it's like the devil is out here to steal your magic.
Yeah. Kill and destroy it.
Your magic.
Don't let him use you like that. No. Don't let him win. Because the fight is fixed.
Amen. Come on, Sister Oliver.
Well, where you all at? Where's your all?
That's what keeps me going. I'm like, the fight is fixed. I could have used
some of that today from the top
look,
to the bottom.
You know, look, where's your all? Where is your all?
It's at home. We running low. I need to go to
look,
the store.
We running low. I'm about to pass out.
We running low, but it's all right.
I'm about to baby in that house. All in, baby. All in.
Yeah,
everything is getting touched.
Yes,
Devil.
When I got this on, I still get my edges. I can't get all in the thing, but I do.
Kids,
gather.
Wait, hold up. Hey, Monica, come in. Let me put them all on
in your parts. Yes, come on.
Because they hair already done for the week.
It's done.
Look, I already know.
All the parts every other day.
Okay, guys. As usual.
Good. I'm glad you're laughing.
We are so happy that you guys tuned in to Brownsugarbabe podcast this week.
Yes,
please make sure you I want to say like and subscribe like on YouTube, but make sure you follow us on Instagram and
Twitter, SoundCloud.
Yeah, we trying to get more active on Twitter.
Yes, because I've been coming in.
Can we shout out the what was the event that can we shout that out?
Oh yeah,
because we weren't able to make an event. We were invited to an event downtown this weekend, and we weren't able to actually make it. So we want to go ahead and shout out the actual event and the person who was hosting the event.
It was a networking event. Miss Cat, I think.
Miss Cat, yeah. So
Miss Cat. She definitely wanted to come in and talk with us, but our schedule was conflicted.
Yeah.
But that does not mean we won't have Miss Cat in the future.
Definitely.
We just got to get the schedules together.
Right.
But we totally thank her and her crew for like reaching out to us and wanting to come on Brownsugarbabe.
And inviting us to the actual event to do an interview. That was amazing.
Right.
But we're trying to, in the meantime, I think Sanaa's trying to find like what the event was called. Because when you guys hear this, it'll be after, because I believe it was today.
It was
or yesterday.
It was
yesterday. So if they have any future actual events, then you guys can. But I know it was a networking event.
It was a networking event.
But we hope to have her on the show as in the near future.
We will. We're gonna chat with Miss Cat.
It was called. The event was yesterday. It was called One Hand Washes the Other.
One Hand Washes the Other. Shout out to them.
It was at NRG yesterday. Yeah. So even though we couldn't make it, big shout out.
But if you're in the Houston area and you're throwing any events in the Houston area that you would like the Brownsugarbabe to stop by, or if you want to come and like chat with us,
yeah, for sure,
and low-key promote your event, like hit us up on our email.
Free promo.
It's brownsugarbabepod@gmail.com.
Definitely.
We do check it frequently.
And we do record on Sundays. This is like a thing.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind. Like when if you do want to come on the show, or if you have an event or something like that, just keep that in mind. We do record on Sundays. So. For your calendar. I mean, it isn't to say that we won't work with your calendar. I mean, we'll always come to. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying, like, for our actual show episode, we do record on Sundays. So just putting it out there. So if you do want to come to our show, just know it's on Sundays.
It's on Sunday. So
you decide to email us.
Thanks, babes. I feel like this.
So it's been good.
Wasn't it amazing?
I'm glad you didn't cry.
I love
my own therapy session.
I love it. Therapy. That's what it's about.
Yes.
That's self-love. Shout out to our audience member in here.
All right with y'all.
So we love you guys. Make sure you drink your water.
Drink your water. Mind your business.
And
protect your mind.
That's right.
Yay. All right.
I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Next time.